Good morning, guys. The first thing I'm going to do is weigh the cotter pins and see if they're all the same for this project. I think I need to lift it up a bit. Hang on. I think that's probably a bit better. So bring these babies over here. Let's clear the scale. Should I take the plastic off? Probably not. So I'll call this number. What I've done is I numbered some trays, so I don't have to write on the actual part. So this is pin 1, 148.17. Number 1. This is so good, is it? $148.1. One zero to be exact. All right. The reason I'm weighing these is because the different weights in these, I may be able to offset some of the weight in the pistons, right? So say for instance that these are all 99 grams, or say these are all 100 grams, but this one is 99 as an example. So this one's a gram low, but I have a pin that weighs 1 gram more than the others. So I put that with this piston, and then the weight becomes the same, and I don't have to do any grinding. So you can actually use the weight of the pins, because even here there's like, it's only 0.07 or 7/100th of a gram difference. But if you've got a piston that is, like for example, either 0.17 grams that is light, then you put the 0.7 gram heavier pin with it, and then it equals it out to 0. You understand what I'm saying? So like you can weigh all the pistons, but if you don't weigh the pins, then you're wasting your time. Then you may as well just whack them in randomly, because these pins can vary. We will see how we go. This one is 148.16. I mean, they're all 148.1, but they're all within hundredths of a gram difference. So I'm a fussy bastard. I'm a fussy bastard. That's number 3. I think different people pack these, because sometimes the pin is inside the bag and sometimes it's outside the bag. Interesting. Maybe 2 people. $148.15. They're pretty good. I know just stock pins can be a few grams different at times. I remember in the last build I did, one I had to actually replace it. The weight was so different, it was too much to grind. So I had to I contacted Nick at AirRam, and he sent me a replacement because it was like 10 grams different. And if you put 10 grams different, and say for instance a gram becomes 100 kilo, that's a ton on one piston difference as it stops at the bottom or reaches the top. I mean, that's a vibration. So oh no, it's 4. It's pretty accurate. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see that up there. I'll turn the scale that way and maybe I can zoom in on it. But 100th of a gram is very fussy, I know. Actually, is it level? Yeah, it's level. My table is pretty level. 148 point. It's mostly on 1.7, so I'll call it 1.7. Number 5. The gas strut on my seat is leaking and I'm going down. I'm going to go down with the ship. Do I need to start wearing a microphone, or is my sound okay? So just wondering that. Did it zero out? Yeah. Oh, that's quite a big difference. 148.02. I'll Google it and see at what RPM 1 gram difference makes. You'll be shocked at the weight. You can imagine like the piston traveling multiple times the speed of sound, and then as the piston hits top, bottom, at the right bottom, as the crank comes around it stops. So it does all that speed coming down and then it just stops. That G-force is absolutely humongous. The force, and then going up and then stop, full speed down, stop. The G-forces, the weight of the piston becomes massive, absolutely massive. I did work it out once, and it was within tons. It ended up being tons. So, as you can imagine, I don't know what speed they do, but it's phenomenal the amount of speed that it does as it travels up and down the bore at 7,500 times. Because I'll probably redline it at 7,500 RPM. They're all within a gram, which is okay, which is acceptable in the no, more than a gram, more than 1/10 of a gram. I mean, they're all within a gram. They're all 148 grams plus something. Right, so The biggest difference at the moment is 48.17 and 48.3, so it's 0.13 of a gram difference. It's the biggest difference between pins. I'm pretty sure they just randomly, where is it? Oh, still there. They randomly put these with the pistons because most people are happy for them to be within a gram. But if you can offset that with a different weight piston, then why not? You know, it's all the pleasure and fun of doing this. For me, this is enjoyable. You know, stretch the old grey matter, work your brain. 148.15. Yes, so in the engine building game, these are all acceptable. They're all within 1 gram. Well, much less than a gram actually. They're all within 0.2 of a gram. So this is fully acceptable product from Ross Racing Pistons. These pins are probably the best weighing pins I've ever done so far. So yeah, okay, I'll lay them down so we can sit the pistons on these containers. I may as well write the pistons on here too. That was the pins. But what I'm thinking now is yeah, I'll put them in here and then I'll match them up afterwards. Pistons. Otherwise I have to keep a separate list and then put them with it. So let's see how good these pistons are. Still at 0. Are these, hang on, these were numbered, right? A. Is that right? Oh, L, 4. What did it say? They're all L, all the same. It says here, please note the letters A through J refer to the letters engraved on the bottom of the piston pin boss, but I don't see them. Oh, D, E, oh yeah, D, E, F, they're all triple L. Okay, I see it. I found it. They are there. So, okay, let's see if they're correct. The Mundo. So I've got H, D, E, let's start at A, do they? It's a bit scratched. C, C, D, E. So beautiful. G, maybe C, D, E. F, G, H, B, B, A, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Okay, let's check it. Drum roll. Compared to their list. 385.55. 385 straight. Half a gram difference to what it says on their sheet. But that could be the scale. If all of them are half a gram heavier, then it's the difference between their scale and my scale. Although it's a pretty good scale. So anyway, write them down. 385.55. I'll put it straight back in the bag for now, I guess. Alright. $385.1. See, 385.66. So it's 0.16 of a gram, or 0.14 of a gram. It takes a little while. So remember that. 385.64. Number 2. Don't drop them, boy. Oh, 385. Really? That difference? 96. It's almost 386. 3. Yeah, so it's not my scale because they're all quite different. They did them within 1/10 of a gram. But this one's supposed to be 385.4 and it's 385.96, so it's almost the next one's supposed to be a whole gram, 384 something. That'd be interesting to see. I hope this is not boring you. It's not boring me. Oh, hang on. I made a mistake, I think. I grabbed the wrong one. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, that's right. Yeah. No, that's right. I thought I made a mistake. You don't want to do that. Number 4 should be E then. A, B, C, D. Yeah, that's it, D. 38.17, and it should be 385.17, 384.6. I would almost swear to say that Ross probably has a better scale than me. But it also depends on the person weighing them, like they're going bang, 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 you know. I don't know how dedicated their workers are. Now we've got E. One should be 384.7 and it's 385.27. These are roughly a half a gram heavier on this scale, approximately. but otherwise, there's a fair bit of difference in them still. Sorry to say. And I don't have calibration weights. See, I don't have calibration weights. Yeah. Is that a bad thing? Is it a bad thing? 38567. Imagine if I dropped it and broke the skirt off. Oh. No, thank you. G or 7. Did a 0 up? Yes. 385. They're all 385. So they are all within a gram as well. 0.40. And it should have been 384.8. See, that's 0.7 of a gram difference. So I'll look it up to see if it's the scales or what. 0. Last one, 385.59. So it's pretty much 0.6 of a gram. 0.6 of a gram heavier than what the factory says. Okay. So then I'll write under there. Okay, so let me get this sheet. So just compare, right? Come on, see? So you got 385.55, so it's 5.5 difference. I mean, it's, yeah. And then 38564 is 5.4 heavier, 0.54 heavier, 0.55 heavier, 0.54, 85.4, that's 0.56, yeah. 384.6. Really? Three 8517. Yeah, they're all like 0.5 something of a half a gram or so heavier. Then what they weigh it at. So it could be that's the scales. How about this one? 3847, 0.57 difference, 0.57 difference, 0.24 difference. That's a little bit out. And 0.56. So yeah, number 7 is out a bit. But so I would say it's probably the difference between their scale and my scale. Because like I said, I don't have the calibration weights. It didn't come with one. I thought these type of scales always came with a calibration weight, but okay. So now I have to work out which pin goes best with which piston. Right? So what I do is I get the heaviest piston with the lightest pin, and then try and see how close I can get them. I'll do that now. You don't want to sit here, look at me doing calculations, but you know what I'm going to do, right? I'm going to match them up as good as I can, and then I'll try and grind the pistons so that they're all the same. Hopefully close to within 1/100 of a gram. Try. Anyway, I'll get back to you when I'm done. And we're back with numbers floating through my head. And when I've added that from the heaviest piston with the lightest pin to the lightest piston with the heaviest pin, I've now totaled their combined weights. So I need piston number 1 needs pin number 3. Right, and this was, and pin number 1 needs to go to piston 5. And pin number 5 needs to go with piston number 4. And pin number 4 needs to go with piston number 8. Pin number 8 goes with, have I done pin number 1? Oh boy, I hope I got this right. Hope I'm messing it up. And then pin number 1 goes with piston . I think I've messed up. Didn't I just do 5? I can't quick rewind to find out. I'll need to reweigh the pins to make sure I got the correct ones. Anyway, I'll get back to you in a minute. I don't want to get it wrong. Which button? Okay, so how close am I? So piston 1 should be 533.44. Oh! But according to me, I've made a mistake. Or is this scale just not up to the job? Next one. Oh, that's closer. Seven, 8, no, 7, 4 to 7, 8. I mean, these are 1/100ths of a gram, okay? I'm probably like wasting my time. That's a big difference. 533.98 combined. That's 0.4 of a gram. I must have made a mistake. I must have made a mistake. Yeah, I must have made a mistake somewhere. That's not right. I'm going to fix that. Measure them again. I guess so. I'll just finish weighing them, but I guess I'll have to do it again because I'm not happy with the result. I'm not happy. I'll never be happy. This one's pretty close. It was bound to be, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm not happy with those weights. I just blow on it to, I don't know why I'm doing it. See, that should be a different one. This 4, 5, 6 should be 7. This is the same as 7, not 6. I'll finish them, but I'm not happy. No, I'm not happy. Not happy at all. I also need to go to the toilet. Okay, I'm going to go to the boys' room and then I'll come back and do it again. I'm not happy. Solved! I must have mixed the pins and the pistons up because now they're all within few hundredths of a gram when I've added them up together. So the difference between the heaviest piston and pin and the lightest piston and pin is 0.63 grams, right? So over half, well, it's not a lot when you think about it, but when you balance an engine, you would like it to be within 1/10 of a gram, and this is more than 6/10 of a gram, 6 times that, right? So I will be touching that up. But then I found out people want you to weigh the spiral pins. They could be different weights, but I think you put 2 on each side. I mean, who thinks of this stuff? What was wrong with the pin, the circlips we had before, right? How much did I weigh? 1.9 grams. No, 1.09. Sorry. $1.11. $1.1. $1.11. $1.09. $1.1. Okay, so I'll get when I put these on, I'll match them so they all weigh the same, right? There is what, 32 of them instead of just 16, which you would normally need. I've never used these before. I don't know how hard they are to put in. They look like they're annoying, but we'll see. And why are they better? I don't know. Me no know. Spiral locks versus what are they called? C-clips or circlips. I'll put these in equal weight piles and then put 4 together that weigh roughly the same amount when the time comes. There won't be that much in it, I don't think. Okay, what's the time, my friends? Oh, it's only 2:15. So I've now put them together. Let no man pull apart. You are now pin and piston for life. By the power vested in me as your unqualified mechanic, you are now piston and pin. Alright. I've got that. I don't need all this calculating. Look at it all. But I got there in the end. Oh, bingo! I got there in the end. So that's how I balance the pistons or weigh the pistons. Next, which I'll do tomorrow, is the con rods. I'll probably wrap these in some paper or something. They still got a lot of film of oil on them, so they shouldn't rust or nothing, but I'll put them back in the box. But I'll have to keep them as a set. I don't know why they're numbered, so I guess there may as well be 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, in the engine as well. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, and use them in the engine like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I guess. So now I need to get, I'll take the pin out, put it in there. Put it like that for now. And grind a little bit of weight of these. I'll probably take it off here. But I need a brake. So I don't know how much film I've got there already. I should really do that as part of the thing, how to balance your pistons. Alright, I'm going to shut you off. I'm going to go and have a coffee, and we're going to start grinding these. Okay, so we've got the pistons here. We know which one's the heaviest, and we know which one is the lightest. Number 4 is the heaviest, the lightest at 533.34, and the heaviest is number 3, which is 533 plus 0.97 grams. All right. So to make them all the same weight, we can only match number 4. So number 4 is our baseline, which is 533.34. Now all the other 7, right, have to be lightened to be the same as number 4. Then they're all balanced, they're all the same weight. So when they travel up and down and they stop and start, the engine will run more smooth. Not just more smooth, it'll also rev easier. Any vibration messes that up. So I've got some, I was thinking of using my porting tool, but I think that is too much. It'll take away too much material too fast. So the next heaviest one after the lightest is number 5. So this will need to be lightened from 0.34 to 0.34. So it'll need to be lightened by 0.6 grams. Of course, I'll double check. A, B, C, this should be E, yes. 533.40, yeah, still the same. Okay, so this, normally this in an engine is within limits, but the next one is 54, so that is like a whole 1/10 of a gram heavier. Piston number 7 is a whole gram heavier than number 4, so a 1/10 of a gram. So that is just acceptable. A gram is acceptable apparently, but I want to try and get it to as close as possible to 1/100th of a gram. So if I can bring 40 down to say the low 30s, I'll be happy. I just thought I'd try first with the drill, and this is more like a cleaner, and I thought I could use like that, but it's so big. So I was thinking maybe that. There's a bit of a lip there. The place to remove it from is from that corner, these two corners, there. There's a bit of a lip there. I'm not sure why there's a higher lip here. I really don't know. Maybe there's a reason for it, something to do with the oil or whatever. So I don't think I want to touch that lip. They've put it there for a reason. I hope it's not the reason to balance it. I'm going on the outside of it. I'm not really sure why there's like a thin lip here, a thin edge that sticks out. Let's hope it's not. So we need to reduce this one by 0.06. Needs to be less. And on its own, it's 385 to 7. 0.27. So we need to roughly bring it down to 385.2, and then it'll be within a couple of hundredths of a gram, the same as number 4. So let's try, shall we? And we can I don't know about this. No, I don't like it. Okay, a burr it is. Yeah, I think that's the way to go, burr. I'll get a fine tooth burr. I'll take a little bit from each to still keep it the same. Will that be enough? No, that's like 1/100th of a gram, but that's okay. I'm practicing. Make sure all the shavings are gone, because there'll be no point otherwise. $24. I need to get to 20, so okay. Did that go back to 0? I need to get it to 21 to be exact, but 23. Two, 23, just 23. But patience. Let me tear it out again. Oh, that was a fair bit. Huh? 26. I think I'm going very careful, but it's only the first time. As I'm going, I'll probably take more risks. I don't really crank the air compressor on, it's so loud. Zero it out. See, I don't know about this scale. 22. 22. Should I remove this plastic? Shouldn't make a difference, should it? Maybe outside. Again. 22. Which one looks like it's done the least? That one. $21. Perfect. Right, -6. So this combined should be the same as number 4. Should be. Mm-hmm. $32. Now it seems to be a touch lighter. Only 2/100th of a gram, mind you. 33. I mean, it's so little that that's 2 grams. And I'm going for a 100th of a gram. So maybe I should make them all like 53330. And then I'll even reduce number 4 down to 30, so it's an easy number to go down to. Yeah, I think so. Make them all 30. Take the pin out first, I don't want too much crap on there. Never force anything, people. Then I get it, now it's 37. It's so little weight. But I enjoy doing it, so why not? If you're enjoying it, why not, you know? Okay, take a bit more. I mean, you can barely even see me removing anything. Actually, if I leave the pin in there, no shavings will go into the holes, I guess. Still the same. I really need to get some of these calibration weights. It's usually within 1/100th of a gram every time I put it down, and that's fine within 1/100th of a gram. Because number 4, which is the lightest, I'll turn it that way just in case you guys can see that from there. It's different every time within a couple of 100th of a gram. Maybe I just need to wait a little bit longer for it to calculate. Now it says 6, 7, 8. See, what's going on? Am I being too fussy, going too close to perfectness? It was bouncing between 5 and 6. Okay. What about this one now? 6, 7. This one's just a smidgen too heavy. A smidgen. No, I thought maybe it'd make a difference where I put it, but not really. No, still not happy there. A little bit more. Getting a bit more daring. Well, obviously taking off like very, very little. That's okay. You can't even notice what I'm taking off. Now I'll probably say, oh, too much, Rick. That's okay. It's adjustable. Is it 0? Yeah. What I'm taking off, it's not even noticing. I think it's these scales. Made from Chinesium. It weighs within 1/100th of a gram, but it's not accurate. If it's accurate, it wouldn't be moving all the time. Try 4 again, see what happens. No, that's right. Yeah, it's basically within 1/100th of a gram of what I was before. This one is a... It's getting there, I guess. Oh well. Alright, that was pretty heavy-handed. It's not getting any lighter. How much aluminium is that? I still have that jar of aluminium shavings here, right? I don't think I threw out the aluminium I shaved off. I thought I kept it as a keepsake. I don't see it. The jar of aluminium shavings. Ah, there it is. What I want to know is how much is .6 of a gram. Wow, that's 2/10 already. That's 0.22 already. Alright, I'll take it off. Maybe it shouldn't be on there. Are you kidding? Don't tell me it was that plastic. Oh, hang on. Let's zero it out first. I'm like, holy crap. 33.67 should be 33.4. Okay, keep going. This is going to be a long movie. Perfection. Oh, here we go. Going down a bit now. 4.5. Ooh, it's getting within. Yeah, I think I need a little bit more because I was about to go back to 6. $33.3, 4.5. No, yeah, I didn't take much off that time. I don't know how much I'm taking off, but it's very little. Still the same, 5.6. 2/100ths of a gram. So you can get it pretty close to 100th of a gram if you are patient. Ooh. Oh, nearly 34, 35, up and down, up and down. Nearly there, guys. Then I've only got 6 more to go.
Didn't even notice it. Which side has more? This one can take a bit more. I'm just scratching it really. No. Oop. Yeah. I'll get a bit more daring towards the end. Five, 3, 3, 3, 4. Yay! 6, 4, 5. It must be so close to 1/100th of a gram. Oh, I'm silly, aren't I? Gotta get it right. Yeah, that'll do. That's within a 1/100th of a gram. 4, 4, 5, 5, 4, 4. I'm happy with that. It's within a 1/100th of a gram. All right, I'm happy. I'll blow them off with air compressed air later, but that was a success. All right, and that's how you do it. You bring all of them down to the weight of the lightest one. So now I can write here, or I can just give it a tick, and it's 533.34. Done. So that's how you make sure all the pistons are the same weight. Now, for most engine companies, 533, if they're all 533, that's fine. These are all fine to them. 1/2 a gram doesn't matter to them, right? But for me, yeah, I want it to be at least within 1/10th of a gram. If I can get it within 1/100th of a gram, even better. But I don't think that matters, because when the engine's running, you get oil build up and fuel and carbon build up. So eventually that, unless you really look after the engine, which I will, eventually like little bits of weights will change. But the more perfect you can get it, the longer it will stay perfect. You know? So I've got two the exact same weight now, within a couple of 100ths of a gram. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you possibly attempt this yourself one day. And if you do, you'll understand my enjoyment. And a real enjoyment will come when... Boom! Yeah. I still haven't got the bearings. I don't know. I'll probably ask the engineering shop what bearings. Like, they come out with a tri-layer bearing, but most racing engines just use a single layer bearing. You've got the Babbitt, just a Babbitt layer, just one on top of the base. So I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, share it, and yeah, if you like, that would be great. If you share it, 10 thank yous. All right, see you next time. Thanks for watching.